This is the formatting formula. You're watching Ruler Tabs and Text Alignment. Watch this video to learn about all the different types of tabs in Word and how to make them align to your specifications. So you will need to have the ruler displayed. Go to the View tab and in the Show group, click the box next to Ruler. Your horizontal ruler is displayed at the top of the document. Also, on the left, the tabs are displayed here. The tabs can be changed by clicking on this box. Here is the left tab. Click it once and you will see the Center tab. Click it again and the right tab is displayed. Keep clicking for more selections such as the Decimal tab, the Bar tab, the First Line Indent, and the Hanging Indent. Then the selection reverts back to the left tab. You can add tabs and indents to the ruler by first selecting the tab of your choice here and then clicking on the ruler. So if you want a left tab, select it and just click on the ruler where you would like to place the tab. Hit the tab key and start typing. If you want your text to start in the center of the document, you would choose the Center tab by clicking here again. Click on the ruler where you would like the Center tab, hit the tab key, and start typing. For your text to be aligned at the right margin, click this box again and select the right tab. Now click on the ruler where you want the right tab and start typing. You can drag the tabs to the exact placement you prefer. If you need all your text to be aligned with the same justification, left, center, right, or full, use the icons in the paragraph group on the Home tab. Also note that as soon as you hit the Enter key, the next line will revert back to the left aligned until you hit the Tab key again. The right, center, and left tabs are fairly self-explanatory. However, the other tab selections need more explanation. I'll start with the Decimal tab. This tab is useful when you have a few rows of numbers that you want aligned on the decimal point. For example, if you had some numbers such as, and I wanted them aligned more toward the right side of the screen, I could add the Decimal tab separately on each line, or I can highlight the entire selection and then select the Decimal tab, and then click on the ruler at the position I want them aligned. When you highlight a section of text together and then add a tab to the ruler, all the text in that highlighted section will contain the same tabs. If you highlight the entire selection after entering the tab on the ruler, you must deselect the text by placing your cursor somewhere else in the document. Then put your cursor before each number and hit the Tab key for each number until they align on the Decimal tab. If you do not deselect the highlighting and hit the Tab key, your text will be deleted. Now you can see all the decimals are aligned. Anytime you accidentally delete any text, you can recover your text by hitting the Undo button or using the keyboard keys Ctrl-Z. The next tab selection is the Bar tab. This tab will not position any text, but will only insert a vertical bar at the tab location. You don't need to hit the Tab key. Just add the bar tabs on the ruler at the correct positions. With your cursor on that line, just type and the bars will remain static and will not be overwritten. While this example is not a practical application, I did it for effect. A more practical application would be to have some numbers and then apply the bar tabs between them. I will highlight my selection, and with the bar tab selected, I will click on the ruler and the bar tabs will be inserted. When you no longer want the bars displayed, just pull the tabs off the ruler. The next tab selection is the First Line Indent icon. I will add some text here and show you what this indent will do. When this icon is selected and you click on the ruler with the mouse, the icon will move to that position. The first line of text only in the paragraph will be indented here. The next tab selection is the hanging indent icon. This icon is already represented on the ruler. This icon will align all the text in a selection except the first line of text. So if I select this text and click on the ruler, all of the text other than the first line will move to this position. So I'm going to highlight these two paragraphs, and I'm going to show you what happens when I align both of these icons. There's a little box below the hanging indent. When you click on the little box and drag it to a new position on the ruler, both the first line indent and the hanging indent will move together. Even if the first line indent and the hanging indent are not aligned, when you click the little box below the hanging indent, both the first line indent and the hanging indent will move at the same time. Here's a hint. Click once outside the margin on the left, and one line of text will be highlighted. Double-click in the left margin, and the entire paragraph will be highlighted. Click 3 times very quickly, and the entire document is highlighted. It's a little different in the right margin. Clicking outside the right margin will only highlight the last item in that row. Click 3 times, and the paragraph will be highlighted. So at this position, I have set some tabs to show you another way you can add tabs to the ruler in a more precise manner. Go to the Home tab in the paragraph group and click the arrow in the bottom right. The paragraph dialog box is displayed. When the dialog box opens, click on the tabs icon in the bottom left. This will display the tabs dialog box. To start, this is the default tab stops field. If you did not add any tabs to your ruler, Word will automatically set your tabs to the default tab stops. In this case, the tabs will stop at every inch. You can change the number in this field. Just highlight the number and enter the number of your choice, or use the up and down arrows. I will change it to a 1/2 inch. In the tab stop position, you can see the tabs that I entered manually on the ruler. When you select a number in this field, it will display the alignment and the tab leader. This is left aligned with no tab leader. This is right aligned with no tab leader. If you need to clear a number from the field, select the number and click Clear. If you need to clear all of them, just hit the Clear All button and start fresh. In the alignment area, you can select the type of tab you want on the ruler. The leader area has radio buttons for none, dot leader, dash leader, or underscore leader. To add a new tab stop with a more precise position, first, if there were any numbers in this field, you can delete them and add a new number and select the alignment and tab leader if needed. Then you will click Set. Here I will enter a left tab at 0.78 inches and click Set. I will also enter a right tab with a dot leader at 6.5 inches and click Set. Now I will click OK. Now on a new line, I will hit the Tab key and enter my text. And when I hit the Tab key again, it will move to the 6.5 inch mark with a tab leader displayed. As long as the tabs are on the ruler, it will continue to add these types of tabs for each line until you pull them off the ruler or open the tabs dialog box and clear them. Now I will clear these tabs and show you that because I set the default tabs to 0.5 inches, when I hit the Tab key, it will increment to the next 1/2 inch. And that is the end of this video, ruler tabs and text alignment.